Welcome everybody to the Meet Damien live stream. I am Damien, and today's stream we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin getting up to like $79,500 earlier today, and having a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see, yeah, we got like 79,500. Is the price really? Oh wow, it dropped significantly last time I've seen it. We're at $77,600 here for Bitcoin. Yikes, yikes. But as you can see here, I have charted out a parallel channel, rising channel, that has been like a nice accumulation channel pattern here where Bitcoin's been making higher lows, higher highs. And we came up against the top of this channel here today, right? I said yesterday, you know, we could see Bitcoin go up to like 78, 79K. And then I think we might lose some of the momentum, some of the juice, and actually get knocked down and go to lower prices. And sure enough, that's what we're doing right now here on Bitcoin. Let me just go ahead and just double check my volume here. Okay. Want to make sure I actually turn the mic on. Everything's good here. Let me get into the 15-minute time frame because I was trying to get filled on a short on Bitcoin at 79,500. It didn't get filled. I tried shorting Bitcoin at 79,500 and we didn't hit that here on WEEX Exchange. Let me just go to WEEX real quick here. But I did have an open order here, trying to short Bitcoin at 79,500. And here on WEEX, we only went to 79,436. So very close to filling me, but it didn't. Maybe I could have chased the order, but I didn't. Sure enough, that's what I got here. You know, I had the right idea. It just didn't hit for me. Anyways, there's always other trades we can get into. I apologize for the background noise in the background. We got a dryer spinning right now. It's a laundry machine. Gotta get the laundry taken care of, but it should be coming to an end soon here. Anyways, let me see. Let me just catch up on the chat real quick because I see we got a few people showing up here on TikTok. I see what smashing the like button. Thank you for smashing that like button. Don't forget to share the live here. Share the live stream with your friends and family that could benefit from learning a thing or two about Bitcoin and charts here. Let's see. What says? Think there was some Iran news stuff is dropping. Probably. I know Iran attacked a couple of oil tankers earlier today, and that's not beneficial for the markets here. I think that's one of the reasons why we saw the price of oil go up earlier this morning. All right. Let me just check it up on the chat here. Yeah, guys. So Bitcoin looks like now it's catching some bids right now. We saw it drop down to 77,900 when I first started this live stream. Actually, it was like 77,600 actually when I first started this live stream, and now we're up at 78,300. You know, an idea right now for me to try to short Bitcoin is maybe short the 21 EMA if I want to get into this trade right now, or the 50 EMA. That's right now sitting at like 78,500 or even 78,700 is where I could try to take a short Bitcoin on a 15-minute time frame. I think that would be a reasonable price to try to get into. It would still be a lower high compared to what we have here in the 15-minute time frame here. You see that we're kind of making ever so slightly lower highs here. You know, I might as well stick to the day trading time frames here. Let's look at the MACD indicator real quick here. MACD is showing there is selling pressure on the 15-minute time frame, and selling pressure starts to die off only for it to start increasing again. Looks like we did have some buying pressure earlier this morning that, you know, kind of pushed us up to like 79K. But yeah, I think reality is coming into play here. People are starting to realize that, you know, Iran is still shooting at the oil tankers, and there is no ceasefire. So that's you know, even though Donald Trump wants there to be a ceasefire, there is no ceasefire because you have to get the other side to agree to it, and the other side has to stick to it, and they're not sticking to it. So it looks like things are probably going to get worse. And I think you know, we're now digesting a hard pill to swallow here, unless the market's just going to brush it off. If the markets brush it off, let me just go into the daily time frame here. If we're somehow able to brush it off, you know, if there's still some hope for peace here, I think Trump said that there was going to be possible peace talks later on this weekend. If that holds true here, and they're actually going to sit down and have some peace talks here, then we do have the 200-day moving average sitting at 85,600, which is above this $84,500 level that I've marked off on the chart. And the $84,500 level that I marked off was a support area that we had back here in November and December of last year, where Bitcoin got some bounces off that area. That's going to be a resistance zone, okay? Because you have to think, someone who thought they bought, you know, the lows here on Bitcoin at 84,500, well, they've had a bad 2026, and if they can just get back to break even again at 84,500, they're probably going to click the sell button if they're not in it for the long term on Bitcoin. If they lost their faith and conviction in Bitcoin, then they're probably going to take not a loss, but they'll just go ahead and de-risk and break even at 84,500. That's what I think is the next target for Bitcoin if we're going to continue being bullish here. But when could that possibly happen? Well, you know, if we're going to still do this, you know, parallel channel here, I should probably extend it a little bit further to get an idea as like when this could possibly come into fruition here. So if I just extend this parallel channel here a little bit more, gives me an idea as to like when we could hit 84,500 if we're going to still be in this channel here. It's showing that first week of May 3rd, May 2nd, somewhere around that time is when we could hit 84,500. If we just stick to what we're doing right now, you know, we see a sell-off and then we get a bounce, and then we see a sell-off and then we get a bounce, and we just stay in this parallel channel. I think 84,500 starts to happen around May 2nd, May 3rd here from what I'm seeing on the charts. Let me just lock this into place here so it doesn't get messed up. So that's an idea here, guys. Not saying it's going to happen, but that's an idea here for the bulls. You know, you take that, you run with it. You want to, you know, continue being bullish here. Right now, I think, you know, we were due for a pullback here. We hit some overpriced levels here at $79,000, just shy of 80K. Doesn't mean that we can't go back to 80K or get up to 80K at some point here, but I just think, you know, we're due for a pullback. We're coming into this heart line here in the middle of the channel here. And you can see, like, look at this on the middle of the channel. We came and actually hit the middle of the channel. We have a candle wick here right now at the middle of the channel at 77,600, and we're kind of getting a bounce right now off of that. So maybe we might hit $79,000 and $80,000 going into tomorrow, later on to tomorrow. Because let's see, if we were to go right now, yeah, 80K would be like somewhere around here. It would still put you in the channel. You want to be violating this parallel channel that we're in, this rising channel, and you could actually hit 80K maybe going into tomorrow. Okay, so I think that's still a possibility here for the longs that want to continue pushing the prices up, the bulls that want to continue pushing the price up. But do we have the momentum? I usually like to look at the 1 hour time frame to figure out what's going to happen later on tonight going into tomorrow. And I like to look at the 1 hour time frame MACD indicator here. MACD is showing there is selling pressure. We got the MACD crossover to the downside on Bitcoin. And yeah, you got the selling pressure starting to show up. If this continues on, right, and it could continue on, then yeah, you're gonna see, you know, prices go lower for Bitcoin here. However, if we start seeing pink candles, like we started seeing those pink candles showing up yesterday afternoon, before we got that you know, lift off to higher prices yesterday night, last night, then yeah, we could probably see the beginnings of higher prices here for Bitcoin. But we're not getting those pink candles yet. We're still not getting those pink candles yet. So be on the lookout for that. You know, for the day traders out there, if you're looking for, you know, if there's going to be a change in direction, if Bitcoin's going to actually cast some bids here, look to see if you start seeing like pink candles here, which is indicating selling pressure is dying down. If selling pressure starts dying down, then you're going to probably see higher prices for Bitcoin. But if we see more red and it gets worse and worse, then yeah, you're gonna see prices go down. All right, let me just check out the chat here, see if I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. My TikTok guys being kind of quiet. If you guys have any cryptocurrencies you want me to take a look at besides Bitcoin here, go ahead and let me know. I could also look at your stocks. If you guys have stocks you guys want me to take a look at, we can take a look at that on the charts. And we can also take a look at commodities. Usually we've been looking at the price of oil because it's been in the news almost every single day here because of what's going on in the Middle East. But you let me know. You guys let me know what kind of stock or crypto you want me to take a look at. I kind of want to take a look at some of the high flyers today. We did see Chip have a pretty good day today. So let's go ahead and take a look at Chip cryptocurrency. I actually did a YouTube short and a TikTok on it earlier today. So let's look at Chip. Looking at Chip on the 1 hour time frame, because this is a brand spanking new cryptocurrency here. Started trading here on Coinbase on April 21st, which was what, yesterday? Okay. I think we were looking at another chart here. I think we were looking at it on Binance. It's had it for a little bit while. Oh, maybe actually I think it was MEXC. Yeah, MEXC was the one that I think had it for a while here. And I got previous chart work to look at. So yeah, we got the 1 hour time frame here. Last time I charted this, you know, I think this was yesterday. We saw it get as high as like 0.068 pennies. And we had the Fibonacci extension levels to look forward to here. We had a 1272 at 0.078 pennies, which we kind of traded at sideways last night, probably while you guys were sleeping. And then, you know, this morning, we shot up past the 1618, and looks like this thing is on its way to the 2618. That's pretty insane, if you ask me. But we got a 2618 target at 0.129 pennies here, 12, almost 13 pennies here. So looks like we could be doing that. Let's see, the highs for today, we got up as high as 11.5 cents. Wait, now I take that back. We got up to like 12 cents. I take that back. Yeah, I'm looking at this number here. That's incorrect because this is showing what happened in the last hour. But yeah, we got up to like 12 cents here. So 13 cents, not too far off. Edible Zombie is putting in a request here for XRP. Thank you for putting in that request, Edible Zombies. Let me go ahead and make sure I get my my markers here. Where are my markers? Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and write down as XRP as the next request to take a look at here. Let me just finish up here on Chip. Chip is extremely bullish right now. You're above all the moving averages on the 1 hour time frame. You could do a pullback here to 21 EMA at 0.098 pennies, and that's where I would try to maybe enter a long if I wanted to do so here. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does pull back all the way down to like 0.078 pennies, which is your 1272 fib extension level. That was where we did a little bit of sideways trading last night. Okay, we'll see. What is the momentum looking like on the 1 hour time frame? MACD indicator. Buying pressure has died down. Selling pressure is coming in. But look at this. You're getting a pink candle. This is what I want to see with Bitcoin. I want to see a pink candle here. So that way we can see selling pressure die off and go back to buying pressure again here. But, you know, Chip looks like it wants to be bullish here. Whereas Bitcoin, we just don't know yet. We just don't know yet. All right, we'll move on from Chip. We'll go ahead and take a look at XRP. Currently trading at $1.43. Currently on the 1 hour time frame line on here. XRP looks fine and dandy. I can see that you are making, you know, low, higher low here on the 1 hour time frame. We did see XRP kind of top out here. Was this last Friday? Yeah, this was last Friday when Donald Trump basically lied to us and told us that we're having a ceasefire with Iran, and then Iran decided to shoot oil tankers the next day. So yeah, all that euphoria right there is basically got us up to about $1.51 here on XRP, and then we bled off because, you know, the weekend we had the oil tankers getting fired at, and then we had United States doing seizures and shooting Iranian oil tankers. So yeah, that was not good for the weekend here. But here we are on, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Looks like you know, we're just trying to climb our way back up to $1.50 here for XRP. What I don't like seeing here on the charts though is I've seen some bearish divergence showing up here. This is my DeluxeAlgo indicator. It's telling me that there's bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame here. And I'm also seeing short signals coming here saying that XRP wants to come down. And these signals fired off here at like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. earlier this morning. I think that's when we got more news of like oil tankers getting hit by Iran. So no bueno. However, you are staying above the 200-day moving average. So the 200-day moving average, this 200 moving average on the 1 hour time frame, is still trying to provide support. We just wicked below it just now here. Probably, you know, sometime during the stream here. However, look at this. You are getting possibly a hammer candle here, which could be a price reversal candle. So, you know, in the next few hours, we might see, if we get some follow through here, we might see XRP shoot back up to maybe the moving average is above you here, the 50 and the 21 EMA at $1.44 and $1.43 here. I mean, we're almost at $1.43. XRP doesn't really make any crazy remarkable moves here. It's been acting like almost like a stable coin for the most part. It's done that, you know, back in like 2023, it stayed at like, I think like 30 or 40 cents for like the longest time. And it looks like, you know, now we're just hovering near $1.30, $1.40 and kind of hovering, staying at that level as like a stable coin here. K Grant's in the chat. Good to see you, K Grant. Good to see you, K Grant. How's everything? How's life? Mora, thank you for following me here on TikTok. Appreciate that. And thank you, the guy, for following me here on TikTok as well. I see Nasir has also joined the TikTok live as well. Good to see you, Nasir. All right. So, with all that being said, I think we should try to zoom out here, see what the grand scheme of things here for XRP might be. I'm a little bit worried about XRP going, if it does get up to higher prices here. I'm worried about this blue line here on the daily time frame. This is the 100-day moving average at $1.49. This could knock us back down to lower prices again. This is where I would try to take some profits on XRP if you haven't done so already. $1.49. It might even creep down a little bit lower depending upon if it takes us a while to get up to that level there. it might go down to like $1.48. Remember, this is a moving average, so it's always moving. So right now it's trending downward. So it might be $1.48 or $1.47 in the next day or two. And that might actually be where XRP gets knocked down to lower prices here. All right. I can't really give you too much crazy targets besides maybe the 200-day moving average above you. You know, if we get up to this 200-day moving average, that red line at $1.85, that would be when I would say, you know what, XRP is no longer in a bear market. But until then, I mean, XRP still has some proving to do here to prove to us that it's going to be in the bull market. You know, some people might be like saying like, oh, we're already in the bull market. We're bottoming out. This was the bear market low was, you know, here in February, but we just don't know that yet. I'll feel a lot better about, you know, XRP bottoming out if it can get above this red line here, the 200-day moving average. When's the last time you've been above the 200-day moving average? Last time you've been above the 200-day moving average was September of last year. Okay? So this was like the beginning of the bear market. You lost the 200-day moving average, and it's been like, oh, we're going to hell now. Okay? Get above this 200-day moving average, and then you can climb your way back up to heaven again. Back to euphoria on XRP. Yep. Let's see. K Grant's asking about Dogecoin. Let me take a look at Dogecoin. And your question is, Dogecoin dead? I hope not. I don't think Dogecoin is dead. It's been around. It's one of the longest running meme coins out there. It's one of the meme coins that has the most market cap. Dogecoin is like the Bitcoin of meme coins. Like, it was one of the very first ones. It's got the most money in it out of all the meme coins. And it's not going anywhere, in my opinion. But, you know, it has taken a beating just like all the other meme coins out there. Tial says, what the F? Bitcoin 80K? I mean, did it just do it right now? Or are you just surprised if it does go up there? I mean, we came close to it today. We were only like $500 away from hitting Bitcoin at 80K here earlier today. But we could hit Bitcoin 80K going into tomorrow. We already talked about on the charts here that Bitcoin is in like a parallel rising channel here. This little blue channel that I drew here. And we already hit the top of the channel today, earlier today at 79,500. We could, if we just pop our way back up again and hit the top of the channel again, that's actually around 80K. So we could actually hit 80K, believe it or not, tomorrow for Bitcoin. If we're going to be bullish, if we're going to get some good news out of the Middle East and whatever else that's negatively affecting the markets right now. If we get good news, I think we could see that. Oh man, I look at the corner of my eye. Ravecoin at 90 cents. It was like 89 cents. Ravecoin's been taking a beating today. I'm surprised no one has asked about that one yet, but we could look at that one as well. But let's get into looking at Dogecoin. Dogecoin was a request here from my fellow YouTuber here, K Grant here. Let's see. I know I have it here. Yeah, there it is. Amongst my meme coins here. All right. Dogecoin currently trading roughly about 9.5 cents here. We'll look at the daily time frame. Why not? Dogecoin. I mean, this has been the sucky part of the bear market. We've just been trading downward and to the right, but now we're kind of just going sideways here on Dogecoin. You did get some on my DeluxeAlgo signals indicator. You did get some long signals here at the beginning of April. However, now short signals coming in here. Short signals saying that maybe we might not have the strength to go up to higher prices here for Dogecoin. We do have the strength to go up to higher prices. I do see that we have the 100-day moving average sitting at 10 cents. Not too far off from where we are. We're just like a half a penny away. Okay, we could get pushed back down until we can prove that we can get above this 100-day moving average and not have it be a problem here. Okay, and if that 100-day movement is not going to be a problem, then what's the next moving average above us? We got the 200-day moving average sitting at 13 cents. That's about, I believe, like a 30-40% move from where we are right now. Just going from where we are right now to that 200-day moving average, it'll be up about like 36%. Okay, that's a pretty decent gain for a lot of investors out there. Okay, it's not like a 2x, 3x, or 10x, but it's a decent gain. You know, it's a start of maybe something good, you know, for Dogecoin in the future here. But I mean, Dogecoin has seen higher prices. We know that for sure, right? We've seen Dogecoin back here in September of last year at 30 cents, roughly 29 cents. And then back here in December of 2024, we saw Dogecoin at 42 cents, 49 cents, somewhere around that area. I mean, I would call this was like the altcoin season that everybody was talking about and waiting for, was like November, December of 2024. And since then, like I believe like after Trump coin came out and Melania coin came out, sucked all the liquidity, a lot of people were selling their other meme coins to get into Trump coin. And then when that got, you know, rug pulled, a lot of people got burned. And I think that was like the end of altcoin season for this bull market. And you can kind of see that showing up here in the charts here for Dogecoin here in January of 2025. I think that was like when Trump coin and Melania coin came out, sucked all the liquidity out of the system. And then Trump was talking about doing tariffs here in like March and April of 2025, brought us further down to lower prices here. And then Trump did a pause on tariffs, and that was one of the reasons why we were able to jump up to higher prices here. And then we had something about, like, I forgot what crypto bill came out in the summer of last year of 2025, but that was one of the reasons why we ended up popping up to higher prices here in summer of 2025. And then that was it. You know, Bitcoin topped out in October of 2025, and since then it's been down in the doldrums here for Dogecoin. But I mean, you could be trying to bottom fish here. I mean, is it safe to bottom fish here on Dogecoin? What I want to see next is, are we getting bullish divergence here? Bullish divergence on the RSI. I want to see higher lows on the RSI, and I kind of see that going on right here, where buyers are stepping up to the plate. They want to buy Dogecoin at like 9 or 10 cents here. So this is now creating a floor for Dogecoin. So you can put your stop losses at like 8 cents or 9 cents, and hopefully it doesn't get hit. And we could see maybe Dogecoin run up to like 10 or 13 cents and hit these moving averages to the upside. And that would be the start. You know, that'd be the start of something good here. Take some profits. Don't forget to take profits, because it could roll back down and hit 9 or 10 cents all over again. Then make a bounce up to higher prices. Let's see. K Grant says, you feel like there's a resurgence for Dogecoin? Remember, Doge was supposed to be part of the ETFs, and all that liquidity has to go somewhere. What's the stablecoin market looking like right now? We can look at USDT Tether dominance, since you mentioned the stablecoins there. And what has a request for BitLight? All right, BitLight. BitLight. Okay. What's the ticker symbol for it? I'm going to move on from Dogecoin here. We'll actually take a look at Tether dominance, because Tether dominance is going to show us if we're going to get a run up in altcoins or not. It's going to show us if people are taking money out of Tether and actually putting it to work in the cryptocurrency world here. Tether dominance is currently trading at 7.2% of the total market cap is in Tether coins. And we've had, a bleed off in Tether dominance. Like it was looking really bad here, obviously on February 6th when Bitcoin dropped to 60K, and it looked like we were going to go further than that, but we didn't. But that was giving a good scare to people, where Tether dominance got as high as like 9%. Currently, Tether dominance is at 7%. So I think people are trying to put money to work right now into altcoins and Bitcoin as well. Let's see. However, what I don't like seeing here is there's some bullish divergence going to show up here on Tether dominance. Okay, I can see that with this line. If I get rid of the moving averages real quick here, you see like this green teal line here is showing that there's a bullish divergence on the form up here on Tether dominance. I don't know if this is bullish divergence or hidden bullish divergence. But let's look at the RSI real quick here. Let's see, we got RSI of 37 here, and RSI of 35. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to qualify as bullish divergence. It's like almost the same RSI level there. But what I am seeing here with Tether dominance is it looks like Tether is trying to stay at like above 77% here. We didn't get lower than 7% on Tether dominance. And what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to throw up the VRVP indicator here, figure out what levels to be looking for Tether dominance. So we got a value area low, this white line at 7%. I think that's going to hold here for now. If we break that, then maybe Tether dominance could drop down to like 6.7%, which is where I got this red line marked off on the chart here. I think 6.7% was also top here in November of 2025, so that could be support for Tether dominance here. So if we continue to be more bullish here in the markets, you might see Tether dominance drop down to like 6.7% and then get a bounce at that level there. But if we start getting some bad news in the Middle East and something else scares the markets here, then we could see a Uno reverse where we get back up to this value area high sitting about like 8% is where this value area high is kind of sitting at 7.9%, 7.95%, somewhere in that area. And yeah, just be on the lookout for that, right? Maybe might be the time to actually take profits on our cryptocurrencies here. Unless we get really good news to push us up to higher levels here and see Tether dominance drop down even further, we're kind of like at an inflection point where we could possibly see Tether dominance shoot back up again, and that would not be good for cryptocurrency. That happens, cryptocurrency world here. All right, we're going to move on from Tether dominance. We'll take a look at BitLight. BitLight, Lightbit. Looks like it's trading on MEXC. Looks like it's also. I like looking at MEXC because I feel like MEXC's got a good volume on exchange. All right, so we're looking at BitLight trading on MEXC Exchange. It's currently trading at almost 15.5 cents there. We did get up to like 15.5 cents early today. And I'm going to read the VRVP indicator here. We're just looking at this kind of like almost like a naked chart. No moving averages, just nothing. What's the deal with this? BitLight looked like it had a pretty good day on Friday. Got as high as like 26 cents, and then Saturday got as high as like 28 cents. And then it dropped down 37%, and now it's just back here down, hanging out near 15 cents here. What's the deal with that? What is the deal? Trying to zoom in a little bit. Looks like we kind of like a little bit of double bottom action going on here, where this thing hasn't gone lower than 14 cents. 14 cents is kind of like the line in the sand to be holding here for BitLight. Like a little bit above 14 cents. Don't go lower than 0.142 pennies here, and I think you'll be all right. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this this chat here. Kind of do want to draw a Fibonacci. Nah, I think I'll leave the Fibonacci alone. I'm actually gonna just draw the moving averages here, and I'll throw in the VRVP after that. So in the daily time frame here for BitLight, you do got the 21 EMA, that white line, 50, that green line, and the 100-day moving average above you. I think these are targets you can use. You can easily put that on your chart using the moving average, the 5 moving average strategy here. And right now, I just think 21 EMA, just target that at 17 cents. That's not too far from where we are right now. If you're day trading, you can still make maybe 10%. With like 10x leverage, you make that 100% gain right there. Then, for the swing traders, you might want to be aiming for like 18 cents. Okay, that's about roughly almost 20% gain from where we are right now. And then maybe you might be lucky enough to see this thing get up to that 100-day moving average sitting at 25 cents. That's a target I'd be looking forward to the upside here for BitLight. But let me go ahead and throw on the VRVP indicator, see if it has any levels here to agree with. So levels to look for here. You got a high volume node here at 17.5 cents. That's basically right where that 21 EMA is. And then there's a little bit of gap in the VRVP, and then it looks like you got a little bit of a high volume node level here at 18.188 pennies to be exact. And then you got the value area high at 0.193 pennies. So like, I think, you know, a little bit above 18.5 pennies to like 19.5 pennies is where we should be targeting take profit for our longs here on BitLight. And I think that's pretty much it. If you get past, you know, 19.5 pennies, then it's gonna be off to the races, and you could probably see this thing target that 100-day moving average at 25 cents. Maybe it makes a lower high than what you did here on Saturday, April 18th, when you got to like 28 cents. So be on the lookout for a lower high watch when you get to like 25 pennies, in my opinion here. Thank you, what, for smashing that like button. Appreciate that. We got up to like 4,000 likes here on TikTok. Maybe we can get up to like 5,000 or 6,000. Appreciate that. And for my YouTube guys, don't forget to smash that like button. We get the amount of likes to match the amount of people in the live stream. I think that shouldn't be hard to do here. Mag Win says Bitcoin 200K by December. Wow. That'd be very phenomenal if it does that. We got like 8 more months to do that. Let's see, Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing right now. Bitcoin's at 78,360. And I think, you know, Bitcoin is going to have problems, you know, get up to the 200-day moving average at 85,600 here. That's red line that's coming down here. But, you know, we'll also have some problems. We'll probably have some more problems going above 84K. I know there was like 96K was like a level to be looking out for, like for the last 2 years here on Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and throw in that VRP again one more time here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the point of control here at 96K. That's a good majority of people were buying and selling Bitcoin at 96K. That's the level that's going to be tough for us to beat before we can even talk about 100K Bitcoin or 120K Bitcoin. Just keep that in mind, okay? But Bitcoin, 78,400 and climbing. I did have a short that I was trying to get into at 79,500 on WEEX. It didn't fill for me. You know, this is the cryptocurrency exchange that I use to trade Bitcoin crypto futures, is WEEX, and I had a you know, price here at 79,500. It didn't hit. I was trying to short Bitcoin at 79,500. I would be in the money on that short right now. My take profit was just down to 77K, which we almost came down to tonight. And then my stop loss is at 80,100. But yeah, let's look at this real quick here. Look how they juked me. They didn't fill me, right? I was trying to sell Bitcoin at 79,500. It went to 79,436. And it faked me out. It almost came up to it, but it didn't. And then since then, we did come down. And my take profit would have been like 77K. And let's see, we came down to 77,500 a few minutes ago, about half an hour ago. So it is what it is. Thank you, K Grant, for letting people know that we got to get the likes up here on YouTube. Appreciate that. We got a request here for Ina. Thank you for putting in that request. You can do that. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I didn't miss any other requests. Was that just the last request on TikTok here? I think so. All right, so we're gonna look at Ina. Athena, it's on Coinbase, currently trading at 10 cents, a little bit less than 11 pennies here. And just look at the daily time frame. You can see that we came up to the 100-day moving average. See, so like, I know some of your other coins you guys have been looking at, we haven't actually hit the 100-day moving average, but in this case, Athena has hit the 100-day moving average, and it did act as a resistance, and it's pushing us down. Okay, if we were to come back up to it again at 12 cents, I would expect another rejection until we actually can stay above it. Okay, it's got to prove to us that you can stay above that blue line. Right now, you're not able to do that just yet. But if you can get above that 12-cent target there, then there is a target to the upside. You got 200-day moving average sitting at 21 cents. If you get above the 200-day moving average, I would be back to saying that this thing is back in a bull market again. Okay. And I do have some DeluxeAlgo signals here that says that you should have been longing, you know, Athena back here on March 25th, and then March 31st, and then April 5th. And had you listened to that, you know, April 5th, this thing was trading at 7 cents. You'll be up maybe like 30-40% here on your Athena investment or trade. If you guys are interested in getting these signal indicators here, I do have the DeluxeAlgo signal indicator website as one of my referral codes. If you guys go for my TikTok guys, if you go over to the link tree here, the link tree in my bio, you click on that, and then it'll take you over to Linktree, the Meet Damien Linktree. Let's give it a second to load up here. And then from there, you know, this is the Meet Damien Linktree. You can actually click on that DeluxeAlgo link right there. And this will allow you to sign up for those signals, those signal indicators. You're going to get 3 indicators here on one trading system. Usually this goes for $200. With my referral code, using my referral link, you'll save 75% off. I'm not sure how long they're going to keep it on sale like this, so you guys might want to jump on this. This is only a one-time fee, and then you'll have access to this lifetime access to the DeluxeAlgo trade signal indicators here. And when you actually get the indicators and you sign up for the DeluxeAlgo signals here, you go back to TradingView, and then you go over to your indicators here, right? You go over to invite only, and then you have DeluxeAlgo trade, the DeluxeAlgo money flow and divergence, and the Deluxe trap radar indicator here, okay? And let me just show you here. So you got the DeluxeAlgo signals, which gives you the signals here. And then you got the Deluxe money flow and divergence indicator here, which gives you the money flow, right? Money flow negative, money flow then turning positive here. And the other cool thing is you kind of get some signals here too, where you got the red sell dot telling you to sell Athena here on April 19th. And then the last buy signal, buy dot here was here on April 6th here, okay? How'd you listen to that, right? There's your buy signal for your buy dot here on April 6th. You would have been the benefactor of getting into a winning trade long in this thing, okay? And then the sell signal or sell dot here came out on April 19th, which is about a few days ago. And yeah, you would have avoided, you know, a little bit of a correction here on Athena. So that's some pretty cool indicators that you guys might want to take a look at if you're interested in doing that. Getting some signals and reading the charts better here. Is it a daily signal indicator? So this thing works on both the daily time frame, right? Which you just seen, we're on the daily time frame here. You get the long signals here. But then you can also, you know, drop down to like a 4-hour chart. Give it some time to load up here, and it tells you like the signals here, right? Long, short. Sometimes these signals cancel each other out, especially if you're doing sideways trading. But right now, you're getting on the 4-hour chart, you're getting long signals here for Athena on the 4-hour chart here, which might be different than, like, let's go into the 15-minute chart here. Okay, the 15-minute chart, you'll probably see a lot more signals showing up here. But the 50-minute chart is telling you the long Athena right now, okay, with the signals indicators. And let's see, I don't really see any short signals here yet. Yeah, so it's telling you to just go long on the 15-minute time frame here for Athena. So you can use it on the 15-minute, you can use it on the 1 hour, you can use it on the 4 hour. You can also adjust the signals here. If you get too many signals here, you go in the settings, right? And you can adjust how many labels you get for the longs. Like, you know, it might be set at 2 or 4. You can. I set it to 12. I mean, if I set it to 20, you're gonna get like more signals here. But it's gonna give you signals from back in the past. I don't know if you actually want to look at that far back. Usually, you know, the most recent data is probably the best data here, right? But yeah, that's a pretty cool indicator that I got there, and obviously I get a referral bonus every time you guys sign up using the DeluxeAlgo indicator website. But you're getting it 75% off, so I think it's worth getting into, especially if you're looking for signals. You know, if you don't want to buy it, if you don't want to actually get the DeluxeAlgo signal indicator, you can just come on to the live stream every day, and we can look at it for free on my live stream. But then you have to wait until I go live, and then you have to make a request for me to go look at it using the DeluxeAlgo signal indicator. Or you could do it on your own time and just go get the DeluxeAlgo signal indicator for yourself. Kaylor Voss says, "Can I look at Ethereum?" Yeah, I can do that for you, for sure. I believe you can use Apple Pay on that site. Let me just double check that one more time. I don't know if it's gonna let me do it because I already have access to it, but like, let's just click on this, see what happens. Credit card, payment methods. Yeah, right now it looks like payment methods is you just do a credit card. That's a good question. If the Apple Pay, I feel like you should be Apple Pay, but I don't know. You can check it out for yourself. See if Apple Pay actually shows up for you. Might be able to do it. If not, I'll let DeluxeAlgo know. Like, hey, you should probably let people do this with Apple Pay. Might be able to get some more people signing up for it. All right, let's look at Ethereum because that was a request here. We're gonna look at Ethereum on the daily time frame. Why not? And then maybe we can look at the small time frames after that. Ethereum on the daily time frame, going up and to the right, just like Bitcoin. You did get a short signal here, saying that we should probably be taking profit here on Ethereum. This was happening. This fired off on April 19th. However, it looks like you're kind of powering your way back up to that. We'll see if we get another short signal, or maybe we get a long signal that pushes up to higher prices here. But I think if Ethereum is going to continue going up to higher prices here, we do got a Fibonacci extension here at the 1272 Fibonacci extension, saying that you know, Ethereum could get up to like $2,500, and we should be taking profit. Okay. Also, I marked off $2,500 here as well because if you just scroll back through history here, you'll see that Ethereum was trading at $2,500 back in like August of 2024, going into like October 2024. Okay, and then back here, you know, we've seen here in May and June of 2025, Ethereum was trading at $2,500. So I think that's going to be a very significant resistance zone for Ethereum if we get back up to $2,500. And we're only about $130 away from that. So keep that in mind. We're getting close to like taking profit on Bitcoin and Ethereum here, guys. So those are targets, the upside as far as I see, you know, long-term targets here for Ethereum. If Ethereum decides to drop down to lower prices here, we still got the 618 here at 2265 and 2278. You can see that's where we kind of already did a drop down here on Sunday. We came down to that level, got a bounce off the golden pocket, and now we're trying to climb up to higher prices again. I think if we were to drop down, this golden pocket should act as support. You also got the 100-day moving average and the 21 EMA. 100-day is coming down, but the 21 EMA is coming up. But X marks the spot. I think 2260, 2270 is going to be your sweet spot to try and add to your Ethereum if that's what you want to do here. And I apologize, guys, I got the dryer running in the background here. But figured I, you know, get some dry cleaning done, some cleaning done here. You're looking for an entry. Should you enter now on Ethereum? I mean, I already told you the best entry would be back here at this golden pocket, and where these movement averages are sitting at 2260, 2270. If you're too anxious, I mean, it doesn't hurt to buy a little bit of Ethereum now. Maybe it pays off and it continues climbing up. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but maybe you might want to split it up where you buy a little bit now here. And if we do drop down to 2260, 2270, well, you got some dry power. You got some dry powder to buy some more Ethereum at 2260, 2270. Okay? But if you buy a little bit now and it does run up to like $2,500, well, guess what? You just made a little bit of profit. You should be happy with that. Okay? So maybe split the purchase. If you're too anxious, you gotta buy some now. Just make sure you got a little bit of dry powder so you can buy some more at cheaper prices. Is all I'm gonna say about that. Yep, 2260, 2270 is that's right where that golden pocket level is. This orange and yellow number. I think that's where you want to try to buy some cheaper Ethereum if you're able to do so. And that's also right where this 100-day and that 21 EMA kind of hanging out at. So I'd be looking for that for an entry. Oh, you're welcome, Kalar. If you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and follow me here on TikTok so you can see me show up on your live stream feed here. I usually go live 8 p.m. Eastern time to 10 p.m. Eastern time. This is when you can catch me on these live streams here. But if you do have questions and you want to, ask me, one of your burning questions, and you just can't wait till I go live again, you can, talk to me here on the Meet Damien Discord. If you go back to that TikTok page, my TikTok bio, you'll see the Meet Damien Discord link right there if you're able to click on it. But if you're not, you can click on that link tree link right there in the bio. It will take you to the Meet Damien link tree, which will then allow you to see the Meet Damien Discord server link. Free to join, not going to cost you anything. You click on that, and then you can go over to the Meet Damien Discord, where let's see, where you can see me and a few other people, a few other traders here, talking about what's going on in the markets. And you also see when I go live. I usually post when I'm going live, make an announcement there. We share some funny memes, share some other Bitcoin related videos here. We talk about Bitcoin in our entries here. Just share some other stuff here. I went for a hike earlier today, and somebody's dog just decided to join me for the hike up the mountain today. And then we usually stick to talk about Bitcoin. We talk about Bitcoin, crypto a lot. We talk about stocks as well and commodities. And we also talk about trade setups here too. So in the trade setup channel, you'll see we have people here that put in trades that they're trying to get into. Like here, Nasir wants a long pendle with 20x leverage. He got in at wants to get in at $1.32, and then his take profit is at $1.35, $1.40. Stop loss at $1.24 here. So you get some ideas here as what kind of trades to be getting into. And then after we actually get into these trades and we make some money, we got the Show Your Gains channel here. I can just pull this up here. I got so many channels here now to look at. Where's my Show My Gains channel here? Oh, there it is, right below trade setups. But yeah, Tony Stark's doing an 8x short on Piervis, up 106%. Some more Tony Stark's trades there. Got Nasir up 708% on a 10x short. Congratulations. Shorting Rave at $4, taking it down to $1.20. That was a banger of a trade right there. Okay. Cameron Not to be outdone by Cameron, but Cameron up 5,900% here, doing 125x short on I. Okay. So we got some pretty experienced traders here in the Meet Damien Discord. You might want to come join us, see what we're up to here. You know what we're doing here for trades here. All right. But yeah, that's the Meet Damien Discord. Free to join. Get a chance to talk to other people besides myself about trading and investing here. All right, back to the chats. What was said? Chip is pumping. I believe it. We just talked about Chip earlier. Did it finally hit? What was it? I think we were talking about 10. Did it hit 10? Oh my God! It's at 12 cents now. Let's see. We want to look at this one on MEXC, I think, because it has a good amount of data here. Yep. There it is. Like, we were just talking about this earlier in the live stream. He said that Chip could hit like 13 cents, this 2618 at 1.129 pennies. Sure enough, we went right past that to like 13 pennies. So, there you go, guys. My TA from just earlier in this live stream has been on point, just using the Fibonacci analysis here. If we're going to just continue to be ridiculous on Chip here, we could probably see it hit the 3618. That's your next target to the upside. It's going to be 0.167 pennies. 16 cents, almost 17 pennies here for Chip. All right, yeah, Kalar, we got some traders here that do pretty well for themselves. There's some very experienced traders. Cameron, he was up like 5,000%, but Cameron has been trading and investing. I know him. We talked about this. He's been trading and investing since he was like 18 years old, just like me. And he has a lot of money to play around with, so he does like a lot of margin. Plus, he's okay with doing 100x leverage, so he'll do like 100x leverage with like thousands and thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars. So yeah, Cameron does pretty well. And he's also involved in the stock market too. It's not just crypto. That's where Cameron learned how to trade, was on the stock market. And he took his talents over to crypto. And you might see him here. I'm not sure if he's coming into the night streams because he's over in Europe, and I know it's like past their bedtime over there. But when I was doing afternoon live streams, I saw Cameron showing up on the live streams here. He's in the Discord though. You can try to learn as much as you can from Cameron, just like you can learn from me. But I don't know if Cameron's willing to teach though. I am willing to teach. So Cameron, he kind of likes to show off a little bit. He'll give his advice and his opinions. But then, you know, he goes back to doing what he does best, which is day trading. And hey, he does what he needs to do to make the money. So I think Cameron just likes to share ideas, like what kind of trades he's getting into, and that's for the most part. I mean, you could try to copy Cameron if you can, but he does some crazy leverage though, with a lot of margin, so he's able to stay in those trades too. Because of the amount of money that he's playing around with. Thank you, Phelox, for following me here on TikTok. Not Varid Nice says, have you made money off of this, or is this just practice? Yes, I do. I day trade. I make money. You can see on my TikTok, if you go on my TikTok page here, I had a banger of a trade on oil, obviously, early in March here. And I posted it up for you guys. You know, I made like $1,100 here trading oil. 10 contracts here on KCEX Exchange. So that was you know, back in March here. And I think I've done like a P&L video where I posted up like a P&L here. Yeah. Where I was up like 35% on my P&L for the day. Only down 2.5% for the last week or whatever. I guess that was like a kind of like a, you know, not a great week, but not a bad week either. And then My 30-day P&L, I was up 96%. So I doubled my money in the last 30 days on that, you know, back then there. Okay, so there you go. There you go. How many other trading gurus or mentors, whatever, actually share their P&L and share their trades, their profit? I do. I share it with you guys when I can. Yep. Yeah, there's money to be made in day trading and swing trading with leverage. But there's also money to be made if you guys just stick to just trading spot and getting really good at trading spot. You don't have to do leverage. You'll make majority of your money. Like the majority of millionaires in cryptocurrencies were made just by buying coins really cheap, spot trading. Like I bought Solana during the last bear market. I bought it at $13, $16 a coin. Right after FTX went bankrupt, and then I sold Solana when it hit $200. That was my 10x right there on my spot bags. So, and before that, I traded Ethereum. I was buying Ethereum at like $200 in like 2018, and then I sold Ethereum at $3,800 in 2021, and that was enough money to get a down payment on a house. So there you go. The MEXC indicator saying that chip will be going down. That's interesting. Using the MEXC AI to figure that out. Let's see if I can find that here on MEXC here. You're saying chip. Let's see. Let's take a look at chip here. This is another cryptocurrency exchange that I trade on. Is MEXC. There's a link to join MEXC in the Meet Damien link tree. This thing is taking forever to load up. Let me go click the refresh button here. Alright, so we're looking for a chip. And you said that the indicator is saying that chip might be dropping down on us here. I'm a little bit curious to see that myself here. I mean, we are like trading at 13 cents. And I said that was a Fibonacci extension target to be looking for. So let's see. Where's this thing? Is that the little thing there? Radar? No. Oh, I don't got the MEXC. I don't have the MEXC AI. I know on my phone I'm able to pull up that information there. But yeah, if chip does have a pullback, I think we head right back to this 1618 at 9 cents, or maybe the 1272 at 0.078 pennies, basically 8 cents, 8 and 9 cents. The downside for chip. But let's try to see if chip is actually going to calm down here. We'll get into the 15-minute time frame, and then what I'm looking for here is I am looking for the MACD. I want to see if the buying pressure is going to die down here on the 15-minute. Nope. Buying pressure looks pretty solid. Money flow. You got a green buy dot that came in earlier this afternoon, and you don't have a red sell dot yet on the 15-minute time frame. So I don't know. Let's look at the RSI real quick here. RSI is probably overbought, right? Yeah, it is. But the thing about the RSI is that the RSI could stay overbought, right? Right now we're at 77 on the RSI on chip, but I mean it could just continue going higher. It could go into the 80s. In the next hour or two here. Let's see, 5-minute time frame. Are we getting anything that could show like a top? My signals indicator is saying that we should be trying to short chip right now on the 5-minute time frame. I see here you could count this maybe as a double top, even though it's not like completely even. A double top, if it's within 1 to 3% of each other, that is considered a double top. Okay, so we got a top here at 13, almost 13.5 cents here, and another top here at 0.132 pennies. I believe that's within 1 to 3% of each other. That's about 1% difference. So you could maybe argue as a bear here that you're double topping here on chip on the 5-minute time frame. Maybe you can make that, maybe make that argument. I mean, you wouldn't be nice to see a red candle here. This right now you get a green candle, so I mean, yeah, you would want to sell the top, right? If you could, this could be the very top here for chip. Any bearish divergence maybe on the RSI on the 5-minute? We topped out here at 77. Right now the RSI is at 73. Should I short chip? If you're gonna short, you know, where would you take the short down to? I think we said like 8 or 9 cents would be like, you know, the 1618 down here. You got moving averages here on the 5-minute time frame. You could target the 21 EMA at 11.1117 pennies here, and then the 200 moving average at 10 cents. Oh, I think I might want to just for shits and giggles here, try to short chip. Maybe I could do that here on WEEX Exchange. Oh, come on, WEEX. It'll be why does this thing always take forever to load up? We have a guy here on YouTube who wants me to take a look at Axel chart. All right, before we do that, I kind of want to see if I can do a short on chip here. I can. Chip. Hey, where was it? It was just there. All right, so I don't want to do crazy ass leverage here on chip. Leverage is right here up top, and we're gonna be doing a short. I would just do like maybe 3x leverage if I can. So do 3x leverage on the short, and then I gotta figure out how much margin I want to put into it. Maybe like $100 a margin. Yeah, something like around there. And then here's my take profit stop loss. I don't like to lose more than 20 bucks on a trade if I can here. So let's see. We're at 0.13, so 0.14 maybe. Oh no, right? I need to do short. Yeah, short. 0.14. I'll lose 21 bucks. I'm okay with that. And then we'll try to target 11 cents maybe. Make like 56 bucks on that trade. On that scalp trade roughly. All right, let's do it. Little small scalp trade here. Trying to short. What did I get in at? Let's see. Positions here. Looks like they got me in at 0.134 pennies here, guys, on the chip short. I don't know. I might get stopped out. I got the stop loss really tight at 14 cents. If chip pushes up to 14 cents, I'll get stopped out. That might be a little bit too tight. Did we actually go up to like 14 cents just now? No, we didn't. It went to like 0.136. But we shall see. We shall see. Let me just zoom back out here onto the 1 hour time frame. We're trying to short this 2618 level here at 13 cents, roughly. All right, so I just did a little scalp short there. We'll see if actually if I'm staying the trade or not, or if I'm going to get stopped out. We'll come back to this later. Let's look at Axel, right? AXL. I think I did a YouTube short on that earlier today. And I also did a TikTok on that too as well. Axel was on Binance. Yeah, we got Coinbase and then Binance. Oh, Axel, I had a pretty good 1 hour candle here just now, about an hour ago. We went up like 13% on this crypto. Okay. Let's see. Look at the daily time frame here from Axel. See, we got the super long signals that came in after having bullish divergence show up, and then finally played out here on April 16th, last Thursday. Is that last Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday. Topped out at 8 cents. Now we're back down to 6 cents here. And I can easily do a Fibonacci off of that. Figure out what levels to look for here. Topping at 8 cents. Take it down to about 4 cents roughly. And we might be on our way up to this golden pocket here at 6.5 pennies. Did we already hit that today? Yeah, we already did that. We already hit that just now, tonight. So you already hit the golden pocket here. Let's see if we can stay above the golden pocket. And then move our way up to the 786 at 7 pennies. And then also back to 8 pennies was what we did a few days ago here. I'm going to now go into the 1 hour chart here. So you can see that, yeah, we just, this hour, right, we hit 6.5 pennies just now. So we already hit the golden pocket. And we'll just see if we can sustain the momentum to higher prices here. Let's look at the MACD on the 1 hour time frame, see if we're able to sustain the momentum to higher prices. You can see that the buying pressure was dying down here earlier this afternoon, and then it just started increasing tonight. Get you like a little bit of a fake out. You almost had a MACD crossover to the downside, but you didn't, and now you're going up to higher prices here. So that's good to see. And then let's look at the money flow. Money flow is in the green here, and on the 1 hour time frame. And then you got the green buy down here that came in at 6 p.m. my time. So that was like an hour ago, hour and a half ago. And your hyperwave line is in the green as well. So I think things are green, all green. You got the green light to go to higher prices here for Axel. And we're just trying to get back up to this golden pocket here at the 6.5 pennies. And then 7 pennies is the next level that might, you know, cause us to like do some sideways trading. Maybe we just do a bull flag here at 6.5 pennies, and then we jump up to like 7 pennies, do another bull flag, and then jump up to like 8 pennies after that. Hey, we got Rich Sandberry in the chat. Good to see you, Rich. Now I'm curious. I just entered a short on chip. Did I get stopped out? Did we hit 14 cents? But I kept it really tight on the short. Let's go back to it again. Let's see. Can I look at WEEX? Is there data coming off of WEEX here? No. On MEXC, we got to like 0.136. You know, I should probably just show you like literally WEEX right now, because let's see. I am trading this on WEEX. I want to get to the 5-minute chart here. Zoom in on the 5-minute chart, por favor, gracias. Yeah, so I'll get knocked out of the short if we actually hit 14 cents here. I got in, where is it? At 13.5 pennies roughly, 0.134 pennies. And all I'm doing is I'm just playing the 5-minute chart here on chip. We already know that we're at a Fibonacci level at 13.5 pennies here. I got my short signals here on the 5-minute chart. And I was worried, I was thinking that maybe there could be some double top action going on here. We actually pushed past that. See, is the MACD going to show us buying pressure dying down here on the 5-minute? Not really. I could get stopped out, guys. I could get stopped out. But the reason why we took a chance at 13.5 pennies here is because clearly above the Fibonacci here. Let's see. I gotta redraw the Fibonacci here one time. Where I think I had the Fibonacci going up from like 12 cents down to here. So we'll just redraw this one more time here. Oh, actually 1272 is saying that the Fibonacci is at basically my stop loss is at the 1272. I don't know. I could get this thing could come reach for that and then drop down from there. So my stop loss might be somebody's entry. Man, we were just looking at chip chart on another exchange here. Let me see if I could find it. I think it was like Coinbase. Coinbase or MEXC, I can't really remember. Maybe it was it Binance? Nope, not Binance. Binance Perpetuals maybe? I can't remember where the chart was that. We had previous chart work on it. Not Binance Perpetuals. Maybe it was MEXC Perpetuals. That's what it was. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I drew the Fibonacci from like when we were at 6 pennies. Oh my God, let's see. Yeah, we were topping out here at like 6 pennies. And I got Fibonacci numbers that we were looking for, 2618 at 0.129 pennies. But what thinks that we should be shorting at 15.5? It could be a better short entry. Yeah. It's still holding there 13.5 near my entry, so I might be able to stay in this trade, guys. Might be able to stay in this trade. Taylor says, which tab should you pick for the buy and sell signal? So I don't have a Discord channel dedicated to buy and sell signals. I have that, you know, if you want to get the DeluxeAlgo signals indicator and the Deluxe money flow indicator here, if you go on to TikTok, click on that Linktree link right there, and then you click on the DeluxeAlgo link here. This is where you get started with doing the DeluxeAlgo trading, right? It usually goes for $200, but you get my discount code 75% off. It's a one-time fee. Be in it for lifetime, okay? And then you get the signals on the Deluxe signals here on your indicators. You have to go over to Trading View and then invite only. You got your Deluxe signals indicators here. But I'm thinking about maybe, you know, I keep getting people asking me about doing a signals group. I might do a signals group, and I might charge like, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks a month. And we can just use the signals to like figure out. I would have to stick to just trading like one asset, like, you know, Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like that. Block these keywords from I just want to mute. I just want to mute this person, please. Can I do that? Mute. Rich says that he is short, and if Bitcoin doesn't hit 80K, this could go all the way to 59K. Okay. I think you should hold on to your short if you're able to do that. I think these are good areas to try to short Bitcoin, 78, 79, 80K. CRT Trader, thank you for following me here on TikTok. Hello from Texas is what Dred's saying. Hello. I'm over here in Costa Rica myself. So hello to you from Costa Rica. San Jose, Costa Rica. What says, yeah, all right, short from 15.5. Yep. Just out of curiosity, I'm a little bit curious where everybody's from. You guys want to put it in the chat, let me know where you're from. We got one guy here from Texas. We got me here in Costa Rica. I used to be in Massachusetts. We have another guy here from California. Okay, that's cool. I also get some people from, we got one guy here from Arizona. All right, I used to be getting people from like Europe, like Ireland and Germany and England, because I used to do afternoon live streams, and when I go live streaming in the afternoon, that's like the same time that people in Europe are getting out of work, and they'd be watching me during their dinner, doing live streams. You know, it'd be like 12 p.m. Eastern time, but it'd be like 5 or 6 p.m. in Europe. Did I read your comment above that? I recommend? Yeah, let's see. Do I recommend investing 1,000 into Bitcoin or Solana at these levels? I am interested in buying Solana myself when this bear market finally comes to a conclusion here. I'm not sure if the bear market is coming to a conclusion yet. I know Bitcoin is making a clear and convincing case that it's trying to make it a conclusion here, but I can't myself be bullish on Bitcoin until we get above the 200-day moving average. I won't say we're out of the bear market until we get above the 200-day moving average, and that's sitting at like 85,600. It's not too far off. We could do that later on this week or next month. Okay, later on this week, we're going into May maybe, and I'll be back to being like, all right, guys, we could possibly be in the bull market again for Bitcoin, but even if we do get up to like 85K, I'm worried about us getting knocked down, going down to low prices after that. And maybe we come back into 60K again, and maybe 60K was the bear market low. So I'd be looking to see if like maybe we can buy back some more Bitcoin at like 73K or 67K, somewhere in these levels that are already marked on the chart here. So yeah, I wouldn't. If you don't have Bitcoin, you don't have Solana, you could try to buy some right now. But yeah, I mean, remember, like, we're in an uptrend, and we're a little bit worried that we're coming up on some resistance levels here for Bitcoin. I got this parallel channel that I drew out. This parallel channel, we've been, you know, going up to higher prices here on Bitcoin. I mean, I'm a little bit curious why weren't you asking me about Bitcoin and Solana when, you know, beginning of April here, when we were like hanging out at lower prices here. Since then, we've been going up and to the right, and in this parallel channel, we already hit the top of the channel here, and immediately we came down to the middle of the channel tonight, around like 77,600. If we go back to the top of the channel again, that's like 70. That's going to be like 79, 80K here. This is why I think Bitcoin could go to 80K later on tonight or tomorrow, and it could do that in one day here. Okay. But if we drop down to lower prices here, I think we could get some support near the bottom of the channel, and that's like 75, 76K here for Bitcoin. I think that would be a better area. If you could wait a day or two, maybe three more days here, maybe wait for some bad news to hit the news wire here, you could get Bitcoin at like 75K if you're anxious to get into Bitcoin. But your question was like, would I be buying Bitcoin or Solana? I think it makes sense to buy Solana, because if we're in a bear market and we're just going to be going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, not really making any clear direction here, if we're not going to actually go up to higher prices, then you might as well buy Solana at like relatively cheap prices here. Solana's at 86 bucks. Like, we've seen Solana get down to like as low as like $67. That would have been an even better price to be buying Solana at. but you can get paid to wait for Solana. So if you're buying now and you're gonna be in Solana for like another 2, 3, 4 years or longer, why not buy Solana and then stake it, earn your rewards at like 5%. You're getting like a 5% dividend just to hold Solana. And then when you're ready to sell 4 to 5 years from now, you're gonna have more Solana to sell than you know, had you buy Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin right now, but Bitcoin's not paying a dividend. Bitcoin's not paying rewards like Solana is. I think Solana might be worth it. You know, don't disregard and forget about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, you know, during these bull markets, Bitcoin does go up first, and then the rest of the altcoins catch up with it. So Bitcoin will move first, and you'll see Bitcoin hit 100K before you see, like, you know, Solana hit like $200 there, okay? And you'll see Bitcoin make new all-time highs before you see Solana make new all-time highs. And when it does that, you're going to be a little bit like kind of butthurt if you didn't buy some Bitcoin, okay? So just buy some Bitcoin. So, like, you know, hey, if Bitcoin makes new all-time highs before Solana does, you're making some money and you're feeling good about it. But I think going forward, like, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think you should put some money into Solana and let it make you some money while you're waiting. Yeah. Earn some rewards. Let's see. All right. YouTube guys, no requests. Anybody have any requests? We'll try to do a few more requests here. And did I get stopped out of my chip short? Because I know I kept it tight and I saw it kind of creeping up a little bit. Let's see. I hate this little refresh thing. Nope. No. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I think I got away by the skin of my teeth. This thing actually pushed us up to push its way up to like 0.139 pennies. Almost came from my stop loss, but didn't. Hey, I'll take that. Give me a break here. Yeah. Usually they do come from my stop loss, only to then send it down into like the direction that I thought it was gonna go. So I'll take a break when I can get one. And here on the MACD, on the 5-minute, we see buying pressure dying down a little bit. I want to see buying pressure continue to die down. And man, oh man, oh man. I mean, should I move my stop loss a little bit more? Are we gonna come right back up for 14 cents again? I don't know. Oh, look at this. Oh, here we go. Look at this, guys, huh? We're getting a nice little bearish engulfing candle here on the 5-minute time frame for chip. I saw my profit kind of like jump up to like 15 bucks there on the trade. Oh boy. Don't make this into a hammer candle now. Oh god. I like the fact that we do got a little bit of a bearish engulfing candle here, but this is now, the buyers are stepping in, trying to buy this right now. Oh my god. If we can get like 2 more red candles, so we get like this red candle here and like another red candle here, I'll probably move my stop loss to break even, maybe. Maybe 3 more red candles. Like this red candle, another red candle, another red candle. So like maybe like 10 or 20 minutes from now, I'll try to move my stop loss to break even. Am I leverage trading? Yes, I am, but I didn't put too much leverage on this one. It's like 3x leverage because this thing is crazy to begin with already. Do I play with micro tokens? What do you consider a micro token? Micro token. I might have. I play around with the meme coins. I play around with other altcoins out there. But micro, I'm thinking you're talking about like micro cap, like something less than like $100 million of market cap. I'll just wait until you answer me back here. But yeah, I do sometimes play with micro caps. I normally don't like to, and I don't like doing too much leverage on them. So we're just watching the 5-minute chart here for chip. Got in at like 13.5 cents here. We're just trading slightly in profit here on my short. So it's a little crazy dip here, but buyers are stepping in here. Always my countdown to bar close here. I want my countdown to bar close. We got like 1 more minute before this 5-minute candle should close, and it should close red after that. Rich back in the chat here says, if Bitcoin closes at 79,300 above the 12-hour high, it will continue up. Okay. Well, I do have a Bitcoin short ready to go if Bitcoin does get up to like 79,500. Snoopy or Triplet. I haven't heard of those. Those are, I mean, if I haven't heard of them, they probably are micro tokens. All right, so we just had that 5-minute candle close here on chip. I can see the buying pressure dying down here in the 5-minute time frame. I want to see that for my short to play out here. I don't want to see something like this where we saw buying pressure die down only for it to then start increasing again. That's always a possibility here, right? Where those buying pressure was dying down, price was going down, and then boom, out of nowhere, green candle, taking out all the shorts that were probably putting their stop losses at break even, taking out the shorts that had their stop losses above these candles here. Yeah, that could happen. So I gotta be wary. Let's see. My profit right now, I'm up like 16 bucks on the short, 18 bucks on the short. Getting some follow through here on the red candles. I kind of feel like almost like crypto lifer here, just watching the 5-minute chart live trading with you guys here. Oh, crypto lifer, he looks at like the 1-minute chart. Let's see what the 1-minute chart looks like real quick here. So we're on the 1-minute chart here for a chip. I can see the selling pressure looking pretty decent here on the MACD. Got some moving averages to play around with here. Can we stay below 13 cents? That's where that 50 moving average is sitting at on the 1 minute. Trying to creep above. Selling pressure kind of dying off a little bit. Getting a little bit of a pink candle. I want to see a red candle here. Oh, here comes the green candle again. On the 1-minute time frame here for chip. If we climb up, we'll see if we get knocked down by the 21 EMA on the 1 minute. If the 21 EMA isn't going to stop this thing from going up, then we probably might come right back to my break-even price at 13.5 cents. Matty Ghost, how you doing, Matty Ghost? Good to see you show up here on the live stream. We're looking at a short that I got into here on chip, and we're trading on WEEX right now. We're on the 1-minute time frame right now. You see, I got into the short right over here, 13.5 cents, and then look at this. They almost came for my stop loss at 14 pennies. I got away with it by the skin of my teeth at 0.13993 pennies here. Not quite 14 cents. And since then, the short has been playing out to my favor. Looking at the 1-minute time frame, trying to look at the MACD, see if the selling pressure stays here on the 1 minute. We're also trying to see if on the 1 minute if the 21 EMA is going to act as resistance. Push us down, and so far I think it is. But GG was asking me, do I trade perps? Do I trade perpetual futures? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you, Ashcop Leyland, for following me here on TikTok. Appreciate that. We got like 5,000 likes here on TikTok. Let's see if we can Smash that like button, get up to like 6,000 likes here. Appreciate that, guys. Got like 10 new followers here on TikTok. Some new people showing up on the Discord. I got some of my old people here in the Discord. They're up here on YouTube. We got Rich in the chat. We got Matty Ghost in the chat. K Grant's a good friend of mine. S is saying buy or sell Bitcoin. I think we were trying to sell Bitcoin at 79K. I missed out on shorting Bitcoin at 79,500. My short didn't get filled, and then sure enough, Bitcoin went down anyways after that. Almost to my take profit at 77K. But hey, you know, you can't win them all. You can't be in all of the trades either. Matty Ghost wants to take a look at MUSDT. All right. Well, first, before I do that, let me just see the 5-minute time frame here on Chip. I said if we get some red candles to stay below 13 cents, I want to move the stop loss to break even. I don't know if I like that 5-minute candle there. This was kind of almost like a hammer candle, which is a price reversal candle, which would then send the price back up again. This is showing that buyers, they stepped up. They want to buy Chip at these lower prices here. Kind of like a little bit of front running off the 21 EMA. We didn't touch it, but we still got pushed right back above it. So this one's a little bit tough. My short might not play out. I'm still doubtful, just because the buyers are stepping up here, stepping up to the plate. All right, let's look at MUSDT for Matty Ghost. And I believe that is Memecoin, right? That's the Memecoin coin, and not like another coin. Just want to double check with you. Looking at the Memecoin coin on MEXC Exchange. Currently trading at $4.54. Daily chart looks pretty nice. Up and to the right, up and to the right. You've been going up and to the right since the beginning of March here. Because you're above the moving averages, you're above the 200, 100, the 50, and the 21 EMA, I would call this extremely bullish. I can't say the same thing about Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're still below their moving averages on the daily time frame. But Memecoin is above its moving averages on the daily time frame here, so I would call this thing extremely bullish. This one's in a bull market, while the rest of the coins here, the rest of these old coins are in a bear market, in my opinion here. S asking 82K is when you want to sell your Bitcoin. It could happen. It could happen later on tomorrow or later on this week. As long as Bitcoin doesn't sell off, Bitcoin might make another run up to higher prices. Yeah. But we're over here talking about Memecoin. Memecoin coin looking very bullish here. You did get a short signal on my DeluxeAlgo signal indicator here. You did get a short signal on the on April 15th. So we might be pushing our luck here. But I mean, if this thing just does a blow off top to like $6 here, you're probably gonna see a long signal get fired off. Even though you got that short signal that just came in about a week ago. So this is telling you like, might be pushing your luck here. Let's see, we got a high here at 472, April 18th on Saturday. I'm not sure what you're trying to do, Matty Ghost. Are you gonna try to short potential, maybe a double top here at 470? Let's see what the momentum is looking like here on the MACD. The momentum is looking pretty good and solid. It might want to go up to 470 or even higher. And money flow. Money flow's in the green. Got a green buy down here that came in on that came in yesterday, right? Tuesday. Wow, that's crazy. Like I know today was Wednesday, but it's now considered Thursday in cryptocurrency world because the clock strikes midnight in England, and that's when we get the new daily candle. Is when it's midnight in England. And sure enough, it's now considered Thursday over in England, and we had this green buy dot that came in on Tuesday here, which was yesterday. Even though today's Thursday, but we just had Wednesday. I'm just playing around here. Yeah, we had a green buy dot here, so I think it's looking like Memecoin wants to go to higher prices here. We got Jay in the chat. Jay wants to take a look at Nebius. Thank you for smashing the like button there, Jay. Appreciate that. Let's go into the 1 hour time frame. This is my day trading time frame for all intents and purposes here. You got a super long signal that just came in recently here. Although that sucks. You had like a long signal. You had a nice green bullish engulfing candle, then followed by a bearish engulfing candle. That kind of sucks. That happened around this afternoon here. Maybe a potential upward sloping bull flag is what I see here. And then let's see, we got, what's going on the MACD? MACD, oh, got something good going on here, Matty Ghost. Not sure if you're trying to long or short your Memecoin coin here, but it looks like we got a MACD crossover to the upside on the 1 hour time frame. This thing might want to go up to higher prices later on tonight going into tomorrow morning. Unless there's going to be another fake out. If you get a fake out immediately, then that would suck. But this thing looks like the trend is going up to higher prices here for Memecoin. And then let's see, money flow on the 1 hour time frame. Your money flows in the green. You got your green buy down here that came in this afternoon. The hyper wave is in the green here. So I think you got the green light for higher prices here on Memecoin. I think we're gonna at least try to retest 470. It was like the high that we did a few days ago, right? On Friday, I believe, last Friday. So there you go. There you go. All right, let's go back to looking at my chip short here. Am I gonna get blown out? Oh man, we're back near my break-even price here. On the 5 minute, but buying pressure is still dying down. Okay, buying pressure is still dying down here on chip. I like where things at. I'm okay with the stop loss at 14 cents. If I get stopped down, so be it. It was worth taking a shot. But I want to see more red candles here, and I want to see us break below the 21 EMA on the 5 minute time frame here for chip. So let's look at Nebius for Jay here. Jay did make a request here for Nebius. Oh, is Wave Cypher B looking at chip as well? I mean, it is like the high flying crypto for today. I think chip went up like 20% today, or something like that. What did it do? Let me just type it in real quick here, chip. And it's a brand spanking new cryptocurrency, so it might do some crazy stuff like we saw Rave do. It kind of already is doing crazy stuff right now. Why is this thing taking forever to load? So here on the daily time frame, we went up. Oh, no, I take that back. We went up 84%, of course. Like everybody's gonna be talking about chip today, including Wave Cypher B. It's on everybody's radar now. But we're looking at we're gonna look at Nebius for Jay here. This is a stock trading on the NASDAQ. It's currently finished trading today at $156.14. Looks like you're trying to bullishly consolidate at $150 here. I got some previous chart work at. I'm pretty sure Jay probably asked about this before, and I did some chart work for him. Looks like we had a 127 Fibonacci extension at 168. Did we actually hit that? We did. Look at that, huh? Right to the T. Look at this, huh? You guys say TA doesn't work here. Who said TA doesn't work? We already hit the 1272 at 168, and that's where we topped out here last Thursday at $168.71. Okay, and right now, after hitting that Fibonacci target here, we're just doing some consolidation at this level here. Could this be the beginning of a bull flag here for Nebius? I don't know. But it looks like it's trying to make a bull flag here. Bullishly consolidate between like 155 and 168. We're looking at the daily time frame, and you're above the 200, 150, and the 21 EMA. You are extremely bullish, in my opinion, here. And you got that super long signal that came in on Thursday, April 2nd. So, you know, had you had these signals indicators here, these deluxe signals that would tell you, you know, when to be buying, and you would have been the benefactor of trying to buy here at around like 96 bucks. Now up like 40-50%. So, you guys want those DeluxeAlgo indicators, like you can come onto my live streams and we can look at it. I have the indicators myself, okay? And I appreciate you guys coming onto live stream. You know, we can do it for free here, but if you guys want to do this on your own time, you want to add these DeluxeAlgo indicators here, you got to go to the Meet Damien link tree. My YouTube guys, right? On the YouTube channel here, you got the link tree link right there in the description to my channel. You click on that, takes you over to the Meet Damien link tree, and then you got the DeluxeAlgo indicators right there. You click on that link right there, takes you over to the DeluxeAlgo website, and using my referral link, instead of paying $200, you only have to pay $49. You're gonna save 75% off of this indicator. It's just a one-time fee. It's not like you gotta pay this every month. One-time fee, you get lifetime access, and you'll be saving 75% off. You know, you click on that Get Access, and then you put in your email, your credit card information, sign up. You know, for $49, get that indicator, and then it'll be on your TradingView chart. You go over to indicators here on TradingView, over to invite only, and you get the DeluxeAlgo trade, the DeluxeAlgo trade money flow and divergence, and the Deluxe trap radar indicator. I think it might be worth taking a shot using these indicators, especially if you're new to trading. You're not sure whether you should be longing or shorting. But even if you're experienced, like some of the experienced guys, they're like, you know, like right now, we're kind of like doing a bull flag right now. Should you be long in the bull flag, or should you be shorting? Should you be taking a short? You know, here in the daily time frame, we got the long signal here, a few days ago. But if you jump over to like maybe like the 1 hour or the 15-minute time frame, you could probably get these signals telling you whether the long or short right now, and it's telling you it's still long. Nebius right now. I don't know. I mean, you can continue just looking at this and requesting these coins and these stocks here, and I could do it on the live stream here. But like, what if you want to look at another stock? Like, what if you want to look at Tesla? You would have to ask me on the live stream to look at Tesla. You would have to wait until I go live again to get these signals indicators here. Or you can get it yourself by going onto the website and the referral link that I got on my Meet Damien YouTube channel and TikTok. Also for the TikTok guys, you can go onto get the link tree link there by clicking on that link right there in the bio, the link tree. It takes you right over to the Meet Damien link tree. Boom, you get the DeluxeAlgo. Click that. Boom, you got the DeluxeAlgo website here. Okay, you get 3 powerful indicators on the one trading system. Kind of wish I had that when I first started trading, but you know what? You guys got that now, so maybe you guys can take advantage of it. So yeah, this thing looks pretty bullish. Let me look at the MACD here real quick. Money, not money flow, but the momentum, the buying pressure is dying down. So you gotta be wary of that. Maybe this thing needs to continue bullishly consolidating at $150 before we make another run up. Just because buying pressure is dying down doesn't mean it can't start increasing again. That could be a possibility here. But if the trend continues down, then you'll see some selling pressure, and then, I mean, if that's going to happen here, then I think you might get some support off the 21 EMA here for Nebius. That's that white line right there, which looks like it's confluent with this top here. Back here on March 16th, we topped out at $132. The 21 EMA is at $132. Rich said, look at oil right now. Am I still long on oil? I should be. Yeah, I can see it slowly creeping up. We haven't even looked at oil, but thank you for the request there, Rich. Gives me a reason to look at it. Looks like we did something earlier tonight here, huh? We came up to $100 on WTI, West Texas Intermediate Oil. Got above the 21 EMA on the daily time frame here. Let's see, 1 hour time frame. What was this all about? Like, something happened here. I think this happened while I was live streaming, and I haven't looked at the price of oil since I've been live. I've been live for like 2 hours now, but it did hit $100. So I should be in profit on my oil long. Mozart Legend says bonk. You want to take a look at bonk? All right, I'm just curious because I did enter short on chip. Did I get stopped out, or am I still in the trade? What's going on here? Still in the trade. All right. But I'm looking to see if we get down to the 21 EMA and break it down on the 5-minute time frame here. I can see that selling pressure is now coming in here. It's really great to see since I'm in the short. But, you know, could it be short-lived and then we get buying pressure all over again? You never know. You never know. Can't rely on just one indicator here, but this is good to see. I guess guys, I need to see some follow-through with some selling pressure, more selling pressure here on the 5-minute time frame. All right, let's take a look at bonk for Mozart Legend here. And you're welcome, Jay. Thank you for the requests for today. We're now looking at bonk. I don't know if you want to look at the 1 hour of the daily. Let's just jump to the daily here. Get the bigger picture view here for bonk. Bonk currently trading, I'm going to call this 631. And bonk has the 100-day moving average right above it that can provide resistance at 665. Not too far off. Looks like we kind of already got rejected off the 100-day moving average. We went up to like 670 here, and the 100-day moving average was at, I'm sorry, no, I take that back. We went to 663, the 100-day moving average was 670. So basically that was basically like getting rejected off the 100-day moving average. We didn't actually hit it. You kind of front ran it, and then we rejected it. So now, you know, I think this 100-day moving average could be a problem until it's no longer a problem. Until we can actually get above it, it's going to be a problem for bonk. Just zooming out here. Also, my DeluxeAlgo signal indicator is telling me that we had a short. We should have entered a short on Saturday for bonk. Yeah, it came down to the moving averages. Maybe it might have been short-lived, and we are getting a bounce here. But if we come back up here and we get another short signal, all right, maybe we should be taking profit on bonk and maybe entertaining the idea of taking a short. I would entertain the idea of taking a short if we get up to the 100-day moving average, put the stop loss, you know, really tight, maybe at like 690 or 700, and then see if bonk is going to roll over back down to lower prices. And then if it does roll down to lower prices, you could use these moving averages below you as where you can take profit on your short at like 600. So I'd be shorting at 670, taking profit at 600. Matty Ghost. Matty Ghost is back in the chat here. He's asking about Trador. Let me go ahead and write that down. Trador. Okay. And then Shafi's in the chat. Good to see you, Shafi. Shafi is over here on TikTok asking about Uniswap. We got a few more to look at here. All right, so here with Bonk, I gave you pretty much the upside targets and I gave you the downside targets, just using the moving averages here. I didn't really give you what the momentum might be, what the direction might be. Let's look at the MACD real quick and then we'll move on to the other cryptos. MACD is showing that buying pressure was pretty strong last Friday, but then it died off this weekend and kind of increased just slightly the last couple of days here. So that's kind of like just conflicting information here. There's not really a trend going on. The trend was buying pressure coming down, but now buying pressure could be building back up again here. And then here on the DeluxeAlgo money flow, green buy knot came in Wednesday. That was today. Yeah. Okay, so maybe Bonk does want to go to higher prices here. And you can see ever so slightly money flow went from negative to in the green here on the daily time frame. So hey, you know, maybe Bonk does want to go to high prices. I think I did put a title to the YouTube video that maybe the meme coins might be starting a rally this week, starting today. All right, moving on from Bonk, which was a meme coin, we're gonna look at Trador. Is Trador a meme coin, just out of curiosity? Or is it like a utility coin? I have no idea. There's just so many coins out there to keep track of. There's like thousands of coins out there in cryptocurrency world. Trador currently trading at $8.03. Looks like I got previous chart work here. Out of curiosity, I just want to see that the Fibonacci extension levels did get hit. Looks like, yeah, we definitely hit $6 and we're at $8 here. Did get above the 1618 here. And today we got up to like 1048. Doesn't really show up as a Fibonacci here, but I probably got to redraw this now. Let me see if I can redraw this from, oh, no. I want to go up to right here. And I'm taking the Fibonacci, well, not negative. We don't want to go negative. So where's my swing low that I'm trying to measure from? I think I had the swing low from right here at $1.26. Oh, did I lose my music? I gotta turn my music back on. All right, so this is my Fibonacci that I'm working on here with trade-off for ya. In between the golden pocket and the 786. If we just hang out near the 786, that's just a shallow pullback. That your 786 at $8.51. Right now we're a little bit below that, so we come up to that, maybe take a little bit of profit there if you want to take some profit. But I mean, yeah, this thing looks fine and dandy. I think it looks fine to go up to higher prices. I do see some bearish divergence being indicated by the DeluxeAlgo indicator here. And I want to turn my music back on. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Back up. Music back on again. All right, Trador. Do we have money flow and momentum on our side here? Momentum, MACD indicator showing buying pressure, kind of dying down here a little bit. I think you can still go up to higher prices while the buying pressure is going down though. And then let's see, money flow in the green for sure. But you did get a red sell dot telling you that maybe you should think about clicking that sell button. You should have done that on Sunday. That's where your red sell dot's coming up here on the money flow divergence indicator. Let's see, Sunday. I mean, it was totally to sell on Sunday, but we still did a jump up in price, so yeah. Kind of want to go into the 1 hour time frame, see if there's anything good going on over there. Oh, you got a short signal that came in here 8 a.m. That's about like 12 hours ago. And that was right after you got a long signal here. So you're staying above the 100-day moving average. Right now, you're trying to use the 100-day moving average as support. If you lose this 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average might be your last support before it gets even nastier for Trador here. And now let's look at the MACD one more time here on the 1 hour time frame. Oh, Matty Ghost, is this what you spotted? We see some selling pressure dying off here in the 1 hour time frame. That's good to see here, but I mean, you could get a fake out where selling pressure starts increasing again. But this is a step in the right direction to go to higher prices here for Trador. And it kind of looks like it's trying to bottom out here. Basically at the same price that you're at about the same time last night, roughly. You could consider this maybe a double bottom here on the 1 hour time frame. Not bad, not bad. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to do a long on Trador? You tell me. Alright, moving on from Trador, we're going to take a look at the Uniswap. And I'm just going to jump on the daily time frame, and if we got more time, we can just go over to the 1 hour time frame for Uniswap. And Uniswap currently trading at $3.29. And I mean, it looks like you're staying above the 21 EMA. That's good to see here. And then as far as like resistance goes, you're probably gonna get knocked down by the 50-day moving average at 349. Kind of already had that going on here last Friday, where you got above the 50-day moving average, but you couldn't stay above it. You couldn't even close the day above it. So I think this 50-day moving average will be a problem again until it's no longer a problem. And of course, my DeluxeAlgo signal indicator is telling me short Uniswap. That signal came off on Sunday here. So I think what makes sense here for Uniswap, if you're in the long, you know, you probably stay in the long. You know, move your stop loss to break even if you haven't done so already, and then just try to target 349, which is only 20 cents away from where we are right now. But if you're doing leverage trading, that could be a significant gain from where we are right now. Let's see if I just measure from where we are right now to that 50-day moving average. 6% gain, you know, with 10x leverage, that's 60%. 20x leverage, that's about 120% gain from where we are right now. So not sure what you're trying to do here with Uniswap. Just zooming out, getting the bigger picture here. I mean, kind of like you're flattening out after seeing like a really steep drop here in December and January. And I can see bullish divergence was starting to show up here with these green teal lines here. I don't know if I get rid of that, but you can see like these green teal lines are my bullish divergence lines are showing up on the chart. And if I look at the RSI to confirm that, you should see higher lows on the RSI. Yeah, higher lows roughly. After you obviously made lower lows in price. So buyers are showing up to be buying Uniswap around like $3, anywhere between like $3 to $4 here. Hope that helps with your analysis there, Shafi. I don't know if you want to look at the smaller time frames there, but we just looked at the daily chart. I think you just use the daily chart to figure out, your take profit targets if you are doing day trades here. The 21 EMA right below us at 321 should provide some cradling support here. Unless it doesn't, then you'll drop down below that. It'll probably get bad. Maybe come back down to like $3.01 here. Let's go back to chip. I'm still in that chip short. I'm still curious, how's that chip short doing? We entered this trade earlier in the live stream here. After seeing what could potentially be a worthwhile short to get into. On the 5-minute time frame, you can see that buying pressure is dying down here. We're now seeing selling pressure coming in. That's good to see. And I'm just waiting for this 21 EMA, 21 exponential moving average to get broken. I'm trying to break the back of the longs here so we can actually see some gains here on the short. I think I got my take profit. My take profit at like 10 cents. Oh, it's not really showing my take. Oh, look at this, huh? Look at this, guys. Hey, we're seeing some action here. We're breaking the 21 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Nice little bearish engulfing candle. My profit just jumped up to like 28 bucks on that short right there. Nice, nice. I feel comfortable now moving my stop loss to break even. Can I do it right here? Let's see, can I drag it down to like break even? There we go. Yeah, all right, yeah. And it should be, stop loss should be near break even now. Let me just double check my work. On the chip short, stop loss at 13.4. Oh, I needed to drag it a little bit further, but now it's saying that I could lose 20 cents now on this short. I'm just gonna manually type it in. 0.134. Yeah, I'll have $1.63 in profits here, just to break even and cover my trading fees there. And I got my take profit at 11 cents here. For take profit at 11 cents, I'll be up 54%, making $64 on that. I could live with that, yeah. All right, guys, we've been going live for over 2 hours here, and we still got a few people in the YouTube chat. I haven't had any requests here, but I kind of want to call it a live stream. I think we had a pretty decent live stream here today, guys. Yeah, I gave you my closing thoughts here about Bitcoin, like we normally do, and then we'll just plan on doing this again same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time to 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so we're now looking at the price of Bitcoin, currently trading at 78,100. I don't know what could happen between now and tomorrow, but if we get some good news, right? If we get like peace talks or something out of the Middle East, and I haven't really been looking at, we used to look at like the CPI, and we used to look at like Federal Reserve meetings as like things that could cause Bitcoin to go up or down. But so far, it's just like the Middle East and ceasefires and peace talks is what the market seems to be trading nowadays. But if we get like a good report tomorrow, I gotta look at the reports, but if we get like a good report on jobs, or if we get like a good report on inflation or something like that, then that might be enough to send Bitcoin up to higher prices. And if we do, I think we're gonna still try to stay within this parallel channel, this rising channel that we've been in since the beginning of April here. If we climb up to higher prices here, I think 80K could be the next number that we knock on the door there. I think 80K could happen tomorrow. It could happen tomorrow. Clip this video if it does, and don't forget to send it to your friends and family. Damien said 80K tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I would think that if we do push up to higher prices, I think 80K is gonna be a psychological target, and it's also gonna be the top of this parallel channel that we're in, and then we roll over probably back down to the middle of the channel at 78K, and if 78K doesn't hold, then we might roll down to the bottom of the channel, which puts us at like 76K. So we could have a 2,000 point move up in either direction. We could either go up $2,000 from where we are right now, or we could go down $2,000 from where we are right now here on Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin breaks through this rising channel that it's in and goes to lower prices here, I do see a lot of confluence here with the moving averages on the daily time frame sitting at about 73K. 73K on the 21 EMA, 73K here on the 100 moving average. I think 73K is where we might try to stop the bleeding if we do start bleeding down the lower prices here. If you're entering a short on Bitcoin, maybe that could be your first take profit target. And then you can see if you can take profit target down to lower prices here. I think 67K still has been a level that we traded sideways at. I think that's about as far as you can probably take a short. Unless things get really bad and nasty out in cryptocurrency world. But if Bitcoin doesn't get nasty and evil on us and take us down to lower prices, then maybe we actually can climb up to higher prices past 80K. And I think the 200-day moving average is your next target upside, 85,600. Remember, this is a moving average, so it's constantly moving. By the time we actually get up to that moving average, the 200-day, it might actually be right where this 84K level that I highlighted here. 84K was the support level back here in November of last year and December of last year. So I think 84K is the next target to the upside for Bitcoin once we get past 80K. It's simple as that. Like, it's 80K is a psychological number. I don't see anything significant on the chart for 80K. 84K has some significance because of the 200 moving average and also previous support and resistance levels. So there you go, guys. Those are your upside targets and downside targets on Bitcoin. Appreciate you guys coming on to the channel. Maybe check out some of my YouTube shorts. Some stuff in there is a little bit entertaining. TikTok, guys, you can also check out my TikTok channel. You'll see whatever videos you like. Go ahead and click on them, like them, do whatever you want. Comment, tell me I don't know what the hell I'm doing or saying, whatever you want to do. The more engagement, the better. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's live stream. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. And let's listen to some music on the way out. And as long as Rich doesn't say anything ridiculous. Nope, Rich did have to say something ridiculous. But yeah, we'll listen to some music, and then I'm going to have to bash on Rich while we're listening to the music, okay? Talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow. No AI girls tonight. No, this time it's gonna be a real girl tonight, Rich. So yeah, no AI girls tonight, real girls tonight. Get you one. I know you can do it, bro. Take care. I'll see you in the Discord. Hey guys, I just want to show you, we're almost about to hit my take profit here on chip. Like we just had another nasty bearish engulfing candle on the 5-minute time frame. Got to bounce off the 100 moving average. My take profit is at 11 cents though. Damn. Yeah, because I could have taken profit at that 100 moving average. I think I'll try to take some partial profit. How about that? Okay. Let's see. We'll close half of this position if you can. Where's the price at? 0.1175. Sure. Alright, I just took a little bit of profit there, guys. There you go. Being in a winning trade. There you go. I got. Probably try to move it down just a little bit there. It's all good and exciting to take some profit, but yeah, I took a little bit of profit at 11.5 pennies there for my chip short. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And maybe I can get the rest of it at 11 pennies here. Stop loss obviously at break even. I could probably get moved further down there too. I'll play around with this later on tonight. I wish you guys the best of luck in your trades as well. And we'll just have to continue the conversation in the Discord. Don't forget to check out the New Gaming Discord. Where we got Crazy Rich saying crazy things about Damien here. Alright, talk to you guys. See you tomorrow.